Welcome to BrickTsar's Legoland. In this film, I'm going to show you how to make a Lego figure that looks like me, as well as best as I can, using these pieces from the Lego men that are in the different sets. I wish they made a hair piece, but they don't. They only have hats for the men. They do have pieces that are hairs, pigtails for the girls, but basically I wanted to pick something that represented me. So we have the yellow legs. I guess that's legs. These are actually hard to find. I thought I'd use one that's a little harder to find because black is pretty common, and blue and red and white. Yellow is not as common, so I thought, hey, I'll just use something not as common. And I wanted it to be wearing shorts, but they don't make really short pants, but I'll pretend like that's short, since all the people that they have these yellow heads, so I don't want to say I'm running around naked, you know. And I thought I'd wear a red shirt. I like the color red, so that's why I'm wearing a red shirt. I wish I had arms that moved, but I don't. And then, of course, there's no face. And since I have black hair, I chose a black hat. And it's kind of unusual because I don't usually wear hats. But they don't have a hairpiece. I mean, I could go bald, but I don't think, I got such a full head of hair, I don't think I'll ever be bald. So I'll just wear that hat anyway. So tell me, what do you think? On these films, I'm going to make this represent me. So you see this in the Legoland, it's going to be me, because I don't think there's another figure that looks exactly like that. There may be. I don't have very many sets right now, but tell me what you think. Send me a letter telling me what you think about this. If you happen to see this film, be sure to share the film with your friends. Yeah, and hopefully you can check it out at the library or something, and they can get it at their library. But anyway, thought I'd show you that. Thanks for watching this Legoland film. My name is BrickTsar. If you want to know what that is, you know, somebody write it in. If enough people write in, I'll explain what that means. Thanks. Bye. Alright, I'd like to share with you now an idea that I've had for quite a while, and I'm finally going to start implementing it. It is to make a Legoland city or town. I use those terms loosely because town didn't come around in 1978, but my city or town is going to be based off of Lego sets made from 1977 or before. So you know I love that vintage Lego, so we're going to be able to feature it now more prominently on my channel. That doesn't mean that every video that I'm going to do is going to be just the vintage Lego, but I want to have a series now that everything in that series is about that time period or before. So tell me what you think about that, and if you got any ideas or suggestions about what I should do with it, be sure to comment. I almost was going to say, well, maybe I should start even sooner. Because my goal here, all right, I got the rules, and this first one, the first rule, no set made after 1977. I almost thought about maybe I should start sooner, like start in the early 70s or even in the 60s, but I said no, just to make it simple, I'll do 1977, because if I started earlier, I could do it like, you know, we just picked up a set from the store, but it might make the series too long, so we're going to start it at 1977. So every set in the city will be from 77 or before. That means there's no gray track, no 9-volt track for the trains. There's no Technic. There is Expert Builder in 77, but no Technic. They didn't call it that. The town didn't exist. City didn't exist. Space didn't exist. Basically, you had Legoland and Maxi figures and Duplo and things like that, but it's probably not going to have Duplo in it. So that's the number one rule. That's the most important rule in this city. Sounds like it's going to be like real strict, huh? No. All right, number two is it's Legoland, not city or town, like I mentioned. So this is what was on a lot of the boxes. Legoland. This is a little ambulance here, but that's what it said. It didn't say Lego City. It didn't say Lego Town. It said Legoland. So I don't know if that's what I'm going to use in the title or if I should come up with another term, but I'll probably use Legoland. All right, the third thing is I want to use terminology from the 1970s. And though I grew up in the 70s, I will still have to probably do some research. I'll probably just look at the old catalogs and pamphlets and things like that and see how Lego worded things, because it's interesting, like even with minifigures, which didn't exist in my scenario that I'm using, but they called them different things when they first came out. So I got to try to use period correct, or correct for that era, the 70s. So I want to use the correct terminology, referring to the bricks, referring to other things as well, not even related to Lego. Like if whatever, you know, like this same, oh, I just spilt it everywhere. How is it I can have a BBI and I'm not even building anything? So I guess BBIs will exist in my city. All right, so the fourth thing is there's no knowledge of the future. Now I might predict things, and it might be indirect references to things that will become about in the future, like elements that didn't exist. I'm like, oh, I wish they made this, you know, this type of element or something like that. So I like with the minifigures, I do definitely remember being a kid, and I'm like, why don't they have arms? Why don't they have a face? I specifically remember that. So that's my sig fig, by the way. This is the I call them statue figures. So what I want to do is find out what the Lego people were specifically called back in that time period. So no knowledge of the future. So that means I got Star Wars Episode 4 that I can go on, but I can't know what happened in Empire Strikes Back. I can probably dream, oh, wouldn't it be cool if they made Lego sets that were Star Wars? Maybe I could build a mock or something from 70s pieces. I don't know. All right, so the fifth one is 1970s technology. So outside, you know, I'm still going to film with modern technology because I'm not going to film this in Super 8. Although I probably can make it look like that. I wonder, but I don't know. Tell me what you think. But so we can't, like if I build something, it can't be something based on something modern. It's got to be from that time period. And this is my this is one of my first sets. I thought about doing hauls. And, you know, eBay didn't exist, so I can't say, oh, this is an eBay haul. It would have to be, we picked this up at Grant's, or we picked this up at Lionel Play World, or we got this at Woolworth. Or we could find it at a yard sale still, but that was the other dilemma I had as a teenager, looking for sets that I wanted when I was a little kid that we couldn't afford, and then later you just couldn't find them anywhere. So that might be one of the dilemmas of my city. So that's my 5 things I just kind of jotted down now. Oh, we could do this kind of mail order. That could be a haul. This was sent to Sarah Kolpeck in Kentucky. Got to figure out what year this came out. I need to open that. An unboxing. Actually, it's not sealed, but I do stuff like that. So what do you think of this idea? I will get started on it right away. I'm going to clear out a section. It's not going to be a huge city because there wasn't a lot of Lego sets, and then I'll just work on expanding it as we go along. So I hope you like the idea. Be sure to subscribe. If this is your first time here, we love vintage Lego, so be sure to subscribe. I think I got more vintage Lego than anybody else on YouTube, and outside of this plan that I have, I'm still going to go through the process of inventorying my collection. I was watching a video the other day. It's made, I think, a couple of years ago. I have to go back. I try to find it and put a link. And it was talking about the YouTubers that had the biggest collections, and it was based on things like what the YouTuber had said in their videos, or what their set list was on BrickTsar's or something like that, or what was in their hauls. So I want to go through and get an actual ballpark count of how many sets I have. So that's going to be another thing that we're going to kind of be doing on the side. And going through all these vintage sets, I'll finally be able to fill the holes in my, or the, what do you call it, gaps in my collection, holes in my collection, things that I'm missing, things I thought I had that I don't have, things like that. So I'm really excited about it. I hope you enjoy it, and we will see you in the next video. BrickTsar's. Hey, and welcome to BrickTsar's Legoland. In this video, I'm going to show you Hey, it's BrickTsar's. Welcome. Hey, and welcome to BrickTsar's Legoland. In this film, I'm going to show you how to make a figure that I think looks like me using the pieces from these Lego men that we have available. Now, I wish they had a hair, because if they had a hair, I would make it, have dark hair like I have. And I don't know why these minifigures don't have faces. I mean, but they're just... This is so hard.